Okay, here we are again in Crusader Kings as Count Kentucky of Bourbon.
Would you believe I'd almost forgotten that's what we named him?
Really great name. You really outdid yourself there, Red Scarn. Kentucky Lacroix, or as I've been informed over the past 2 weeks, is actually pronounced Lacroix. So...
Well, it would be pronounced Lacroix if you're pronouncing it like the French word for cross, but as I feel a very urgent need to point out, the brand name that we actually named it after, of American sparkling water, is definitely pronounced LaCroix. They have made a point that it is pronounced wrong.
I like the idea that, like, he came up with this dynasty name and intentionally pronounced it wrong to make it more memorable.
That's really, like, the least of the LaCroix family's work.
LaCroix! Not Lacroix. Alright, so what was happening here? Our wife is pregnant. She probably got pregnant while we were, in seclusion, so, yeah, God provides, I guess.
This game just keeps on giving.
We can declare war on this guy with a ducal conquest when we hit 100 piety.
It's been 2 weeks. Remind me again what exactly we did in the final bits of last episode, because as I recall, we were trying to get some sort of permission from the church to do something, and so we sort of absconded away into a tower to read the Bible and didn't come out for like a year.
Since we don't have a claim on this county, we can't just say, oh, this county is rightfully ours, and take it. So, we can declare war on them because they're part of the same duchy as us, or because we could make up a border dispute. But in either of these cases, it's not really, very Christian for two Catholic counts to go fighting each other for no apparent reason, so we'd lose piety, which we don't have a lot of, or make a lot of.
So we get him to convert
and lustful.
So we get him to join a cult, so that way he's excommunicated, and we invade his borders.
I mean, that would be cool.
Send him some energy tests.
Right now, what we were doing earlier is we joined the Dominican order and went into seclusion to gain piety, that magical resource that actually didn't come from magic, because that would be, like, satanic, but... Anyway, so right now we are continuing to want to do that. We haven't really seduced anybody. Can we switch? Oh, okay, we can just straight up switch to theology. So this would allow us to go on a pilgrimage. I think we should do that.
Let's go on Kentucky LaCroix spends as much time as possible figuring out reasons he shouldn't stay at home, being a count.
Let's go on a pilgrimage right now while our wife is pregnant. That gives us 20 piety right out the gate. And well, do we want to visit a holy site in the west, or one of the ancient sites like Jerusalem or Rome?
Which is more wicked pious?
Probably like Jerusalem.
Jerusalem it is. Come on, we gotta get a road trip.
Wait.
Let's go.
How likely are we to die on this quest?
It's possible.
I mean, like, I feel like it's Oregon Trail levels of crossing the entire continent.
Yeah, I mean, we're here in Bourbon, and the Holy Land is over here. So, it's not that far.
I mean, maybe by boat, but...
What's going on over here?
Yeah, can we just take the pilgrimage by cruise ship, please?
I have a question.
Our liege
Yes, Alex.
Yeah, go ahead.
So while you're off doing your, multi-stage marathon of religion, who is running your area? And is it not seen as a bad thing to just constantly be doing your own life journey while you have things to do?
Well, if we're busy, our designated regent takes over, which right now is our wife. See, right here.
But she's pregnant. So she's not going to be able to help. Well, it's irresponsible.
She's humble and charitable and cynical and temperate and shy, so clearly all good traits.
I mean, how likely is she to die in childbirth while we are gone? Because I imagine this kind of journey would take more than 9 months back then.
It's possible. I don't actually know, I don't think it increases the chances of her dying in childbirth, but there is a chance of someone dying in childbirth. It's not actually that high, which is wrong, but probably better for gameplay. Especially if you're playing as a female character.
You see lots of interesting statistics on that.
So, we sent our Chancellor to... What are you even doing right now?
Bearding.
Wait, so basically, when you strip away the spin here, your bishop arrived, and he's like, yeah, I try to tell them how awesome you are and how big your dick is, but for some reason they all hate you and think that you're not that great.
Here's the thing. This is what I don't understand about this event, because our bishop, who is our chancellor, is here in Bordeaux trying to talk to our liege and go like, hey, they're great. But he somehow fucked up and made it so that the mayor of Moulins, who is back in Bourbon, doesn't like us anymore.
Oh, well, that's fine.
So...
I mean, who gives a shit about that guy?
Ooh, sleeping at a pilgrim's inn, you dream a beautiful dream. You are walking through a dense wood filled with the wonderful sounds and smells of nature. Little squirrels run across your path, and birds sing in the trees. You keep walking through the wood, and then you notice a new and strange but familiar smell. You can't quite put your finger on what it is, though. It's something you should know, something important. Yes, it's fire! You're instantly wide awake. The room is hot, and you can hear the sound of crackling flames the moment... and a moment later, you also hear people screaming. Indeed, the inn is on fire.
Do not try to put out a fire with bourbon.
No, definitely try to. We got a 30% chance of becoming brave.
Okay.
Yeah,
As
do
opposed to if you save yourself.
Then we become a coward.
Oh, alright. I guess just try to put out the fire. Sure.
Nothing happened.
Okay. That's good.
So we're on the water. And we should take the opportunity to learn, probably. Or we cannot and get more piety.
No, gain piety. The last thing we want is for Kentucky to decide that being a count is less fun than being a pirate.
Well, what...
It just leaves. Alright, we're in Jerusalem now.
Okay.
Okay, and we get more piety.
Wow, we got more piety from praying on the ship than we got from actually arriving in Jerusalem. They should just replace Jerusalem with a ship.
That's great.
Just a ship where you can read a book.
Noah's Ark shows up in Jerusalem.
So that was what, like 3 months?
Alright, so now we're a pilgrim. We were gone, I think about 6 months. No, actually it's December. We started in October, didn't we? So yeah, we were gone like 3 months. It wasn't impossible by sea to make a journey like that. Anyway, our Duke is trying to vassalize this count over here. So that's neat. That's what's going on here.
Okay.
I wonder if we can offer to join us war and get in good graces with him. Cool. But also now we have enough piety to go after Lamarch.
Oh,
In fact, we almost have enough piety to go after Limousine too.
So how do we do this? Like, do we send a request to the church to grant permission to do this?
No, it's just kind of all automatic.
the church just like
what kind of troops does this guy have versus ours?
they protest, but we've got a
577.
buffer, so
Yeah, you're training troops. That's good. Okay, let's do some preparation here. We need to get some commanders who are decent at fighting, which is apparently nobody that we know. So just hand out commander titles to the guys of the highest marshal. And we can probably go and do that too.
What are our odds, actually?
I like how we just can't change anything.
What are our odds in this battle?
Okay, so we can raise 577 troops. They can raise 457 troops. So we have a numbers advantage of about 125 troops, which is pretty good, but not necessarily guaranteed. But if we get into big trouble, then I have some other options I can explore. So let's slow the game down here a bit.
Is he still ruling from prison?
Basically, his regent is his heir, who is his brother, I believe. Yeah. So his brother's basically running the show while he's in prison. But that doesn't really matter. Well, it kind of does, because maybe his vassals don't like him as much because he's in prison. Apparently not, though.
So wait, did I lose popularity with them, or do they still like me? You know, they're vacillating.
Pope Alexander would hate it if we had a border dispute. So we have two different kinds of things here. Border dispute we can have against, like, anybody. And we have ducal conquest because these guys are in the same de jure duchy of... No, that's direct vassals. Where's the de jure? Yeah, de jure duchy of Bourbon here. So we also have that against Limousin. But we don't have enough piety to go after both. So for the moment, let's just focus on this guy and go for it.
All right.
Oh yeah, we also have a council that could potentially say no, but they're all for it, so let's... Oh. So armies are made up of 3 different flanks. You got your center, you got your right, you got your left.
Okay.
But we don't actually have enough divisions of troops to have... all 3 flanks. So we got 518 troops that are just from our one county here in the center, and then 60 troops on our left flank. So and we'll just put this guy in charge of that, I guess. Well, we don't have a great number of people here. So
can we scrape up a bunch of mercenaries? We got some money.
Not with this amount of money, but we do have some options here. If we lose this battle, we can get mercenaries. Basically, we have an option to borrow 300 gold from Jewish merchants, and then we will have enough to hire some mercenary companies. See, mercenary companies are here, but the lowest cost mercenary companies are pretty expensive, like 100 gold. These guys are... Oh, I could get guys for 76 gold, I guess, but... Wow, those guys suck.
You're right. That is outside our budget. Yeah. I mean, hey, if we got that Lamarch money,
we
maybe
basically
we can
just kind of have
to.
Oh, this guy wants to appoint us a commander. We can accept that, but it would be great if he doesn't pull us away from this army right now. Okay, so basically how warfare works is, well, our I should have just merged these guys into the center column, I guess. So. Again, you got your 3 flanks interacting here, and each flank, well, there's a combat phase. There's 3 combat phases. Right now we're in the skirmish phase, represented by a bow. That means that light infantry and archers do more damage, while like troops and cavalry don't really do very much damage. Then you've got the melee phase, which is when you send the troops in and you know, they clash, and you got like most damage is being done by like heavy cavalry, heavy infantry, and pikemen. And then you got the retreat phase, where a flank has either been broken or the entire army is retreating. In which case, like light cavalry is the most effective, so they can pursue and kill the enemy. Notably, I don't really have any control here over what kind of stuff is going on, so it's pretty much, from my perspective, just like mash numbers together. There's some other stuff here, like we get different tactics, and the martial skill of your particular commander on each flank determines the chances of them getting a good tactic versus a bad tactic. It's also affected by the composition of your army and some other stuff, and actually the traits that you have are far more important than the actual martial score. Because there are some traits that give really, really bad tactics and some traits that give really, really good tactics. So,
So just as a layman observing the lay of the field here, we seem like we're in kind of a bad position.
Yeah, we have a bigger center, but they have troops on the flanks.
Oh, so when they break through in a second here, that's gonna get bad.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna lose. Alright, so option B.
Just, yeah, we'll pay him off with that Lamarch money.
And,
Just get the most expensive mercenaries you can afford. That's the traditional Bourbon way.
How much do I make it? So I could just summon these guys and crush them, I guess. Or I could get the guys that are cheaper. Yeah, let's do this. That should be sufficient to defeat these guys.
Are they coming
so
to
you're
us
gonna merge
now?
your men? Okay, yeah.
They just appeared in our capital county. So let's...
Yeah, shore up them flanks.
And we also get access to their commanders.
Oh, did
So
we
now
actually
our
just
morale
join the flank there?
Yeah, well, I'd rather have the center led by this dude with the 18 Marshal, with a military education and other such stuff.
I'm just saying, this is kind of a risk still.
A little bit. Numbers are a big deal in this game. So, like, having double the numbers that he has means we'll probably win. Dear
Brother Kentucky, will you, as the Christian scholar you are, please offer me some advice on poetry, or the attempt of it? I don't know, I love the idea that all of these Frenchmen have, like, southern country gentleman accents talking to Kentucky bourbon.
Let's offer him some advice, I guess.
Yeah, let's give him some poetry advice. Just one of the many things in which Kentucky LaCroix is qualified to advise his peers.
I've got a mission to do penance again. I need to conquer this thing first. I gotta take this guy's land for no reason. Then we can do the penance. We're not gonna do the piety one.
You want to lose some money?
Okay, so this guy doesn't want us to publish his stuff.
We could self-publish
so
as
let's
him,
send it
though.
to the Dominican Order. We could, but we'd lose 50 piety. We need that piety to get the next county.
So I'm still confused as to how piety feeds into whether or not we can declare war.
Hey, this guy's name is definitely not going to be that. We have a son. What should our son be? What name should we give our son?
Tennessee.
What's another product
Chaser.
of A&W?
Barks.
Oh.
Barks LaCroix is for some reason the best name ever.
Oh.
Like as in dogs barks, or
No, as in BARQS, the root beer.
Oh. Ah, we can even put an apostrophe. It is apostrophe S, right?
Yes, because it's the name of a brand, not the name of a child.
Wait. Yes, it does have an apostrophe.
Oh. Hey, we're friends with this guy. I don't know
Hey! Does he know how to
why.
swing
Alright,
a
here
sword?
we go. And we just annihilated them in the end.
Okay, so can we
Okay,
just occupy
now we
their
can
town,
go
or
into
what?
seclusion.
So, can someone explain to me what Hessians are versus any other sort of medieval mercenary?
Hessians were German mercenaries during the 1700s. I don't really know that much about them.
Can we hire some Hessians?
Well, we're about 600 years too early.
Yes, we cannot hire Hessians.
Damn it.
The New World has not yet been discovered. Wow, you guys are running off. Goodbye. Let's ask for help about this passage in the Bible that we can't understand.
Yay!
Sir, that's a highlights word scramble. That's why you can't understand it.
I can't understand this passage. Can you help me with it? He just like turns the page and just in like 200-point font it says, "Don't invade your neighbors, you jackass." War is bad. I don't understand this.
So we're apparently really lazy and like to take naps, but they want us to get over that. Should we redouble our efforts to get over it, or take a nap?
What, your response to you take too many naps is to take a nap?
We've done this
aggressively.
Before, actually. I want to see what this option does.
All right, let's see. Let's see what happens if you fail terribly.
Oh no! We suck.
Oh my god! That is the hardest anybody's ever failed not to take a nap.
Fell over.
Failed not to take
ink
a
from
nap.
the Bible all over my face. Yeah. Do we become
Oh
soft?
my God.
Good.
Napped so hard I committed sacrilege.
Have we released the?
We failed.
Hessians?
Have we what?
Released the Hessians?
Hessians have not had a full
Why are
public
you
release
on
yet.
about Hessians?
Well, I don't know what else to call the mercenaries. Mercenaries is too generic.
They are the Apulian band, so they're Italian, I guess.
But have we released them from their contract, so we're not spending money anymore?
Don't we still need them?
No, because they still got like a 348-man army over here. I don't want to release them from the contract until we take this. No, once we do that.
Oh, yeah, no.
Ooh. Yeah, let's dedicate more time to reading the scriptures.
Kentucky LaCroix is like a surprisingly pious man, I'd say.
Barks LaCroix is our son. I'm sorry, I can't get over that.
Why are we not a commander already? What is this? Whoa!
What just happened?
What's whoa?
Okay, so remember how William the Conqueror took over England, right? Well, originally
Right.
he
Is
was
that
the
happening
Duke
again?
of Normandy. No, originally he was the Duke of Normandy under the French king. And when he took over England, because he was a king rank, Normandy went with him. So our king said, fuck you, and he's gonna go conquer the Duchy of Normandy and some other stuff. County of Rouen, County of Evero, County of Eu, and the County of Mortagne.
Wait, so the county of the place from Adventure Time?
Wait, doesn't O mean
Yeah, so it's
smell?
basically all these, including Maine.
Is that just county of smell?
Are you Santa Claus? Prince Robert of England is Santa Claus.
I think that's just a crown.
Hi, I'm Rob Maine. Count and part-time Santa Claus.
So, serious question though. Did this happen in ancient, not ancient, but medieval Europe? Like, you have marauding bands of gangs that are duchies fighting each other,
Yes.
but also at the same time you had
Yes.
kingdoms going to war.
Yes.
And so you sort of had this...
Yes.
It seems like a tremendous waste of resources that, oh my god.
Oh, absolutely.
Our wife's
yes,
pregnant.
But that's the thing. It's a waste of the king's resources if you go to war with your neighbor. But it's not a waste of your resources because you get richer. And you don't actually give a shit about the king unless he's like in your face making you do something. And if he's doing that, he's not worrying about your neighbor, like your country's neighbor who's trying to stab you in the back.
I think we're
fine.
dying.
Our sorcerer buddy that we recruited is going to
Kill us or heal us?
heal us. And now we've taken the county here, we've got a 100% war score with this guy, and we can just enforce our demands, which means we get the county of Lamarch. Cool!
Ahaha!
I've almost got enough piety now to declare war on Limousine as well.
I mean, while we got the rental on the mercenaries.
Oh, I already got rid of them because I didn't want to spend. It'll take us like a couple of months anyway to get up there.
I want to go to Dijon and get all the mustard.
Is that a good idea? Like to just go over there and attack again? Should we not spend more time levying a force?
Ooh.
Oh.
He wants to appoint us marshal.
I was really impressed by that time you spent money you didn't have on mercenaries you can't afford, and then invaded your brother.
It's a loan. Interesting. Guy of Limousin wants our support for the council.
No.
As
no,
does...
Wait.
Count Raymond Arnaud of Dax.
Wait. We
so
don't want either of these assholes to have it, because we're going to take it from him.
Well, so we don't want to do this guy, but we might be able... We might as well get a favor from Dax. Okay, we got appointed to the Aquitanian Council.
Okay.
Is that where, like, Master Shake is?
Yes. What?
Aquitaine Hunger Force.
Let's see. Yeah, Liege Council.
Josh doesn't watch
TV. He's in the zone.
I don't know why
bug
they
him.
want us to...
Wait.
Okay, yeah, let's
What's
get a
the
favor
name of
from
that
this
guy?
guy.
Wait, what was the name of that guy from Limousin?
Count Guy the Lewd.
Guy the Lewd!
Yep.
Guy the Lewd of Limousine!
I mean, people had names like that back then, like Ark the Lad. Wait, that's a video game.
Ow! I can't believe we're getting invaded!
Wait, is the lewd means his voice is real high? I'm really confused.
Camster doesn't watch Homestar Runner.
I don't, and people make fun of me for it regularly, so...
Council.
In Homestar Runner, there is a hair metal band that is basically the archetypal hair metal band called Limousine, and they all talk like that, because they're a hair metal band.